Nice strike. Just a bit clean, but same kind of shape. What does that shape of shot tell you? What feedback are you getting there?
Slicey.
Yeah, so what's the club doing?
Coming over like that.
Yeah. So the club's going to the left. What about the club face? Where would the club face be pointing when you're striking the golf ball?
Out like that.
A bit open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where the ball starts is mainly influenced by where the club face is pointing at that moment in time. And the shape on the ball is the direction the club's travelling, the path. So we've got a ball starting fairly straight, so your face is pointing fairly straight, and then you've got a path that's moving across the golf ball like that.
Right.
So if we're getting shots like that, that's okay if we intend to do it. Are you trying to hit the ball straight, or are you trying to play for a fade?
Yeah.
So you're trying to play straight. So if we did want to play straight, there's nothing wrong with just playing straight.
Yeah.
But to straighten that shot, what do we need to do? So if we know the club's travelling to the left at the moment, how would we straighten that shot up?
More to the right.
More to the right. The intention is to swing it more to the right.
Yeah.
How does that feel to you? And then when we actually do it, does it happen the way we intend? So we're matching the action to the intention. That's the important thing.
Right, okay.
So are we actually moving the way we intend to move?
Right.
And that's why we need to hit a golf ball. So we'll hit another one, or two, or three, or four. And what we'll do is we'll play around with this and see what do you sense as swinging to the right?
That felt like I was aiming out that way.
Yeah.
More and coming in.
Brilliant. And again?
And that stayed out.
Yeah. Not bad though. See, it's holding its line. When you get a fairly straight shot like that,
Yeah.
what's that telling you about your face and your path?
Everything's neutral.
Everything's neutral. So if that's the club face, where the ball starts, that club face, if that's pointing in that direction, the ball starts there.
Yeah.
The ball flew pretty straight. So we didn't really have much side spin. So you're absolutely bang on. They're all pretty neutral together. So now we know where we're swinging.
Right.
So
right.
if we want to draw the ball, all we've got to do, we don't need to change the swing, we just need to make sure we close the face more.
Right, okay. So
Now what would happen is the ball would start a bit more to the left, and it's going to draw.
that's turning the face with your wrists more now then?
Exactly, we're going to find out. We're going to find out what you feel is rotating the face.
Right, okay.
So that you can recognise how you're orientating the golf club at speed, and you can sense it at any point in the motion. You know it's open, it's closed, it's open, it's closed, it's open, it's closed. Anyway, that's to the right, that's to the left, that's down, that's up. So if you know if you're going up or down, right or left, and it's open or closing, you can control this thing before we start to go into the forces. Because once we start to introduce bigger forces, we're going to amplify all this, and this is going to become less recognisable because it's going to be at speed.
Right, okay, right.
So if we start to, basically you don't learn to drive your car, you don't go straight onto the M1 into the fast lane in your first lesson, right? It'd be a complete, it'd be carnage, right? So what we've got to do first is just still maintain the motion, but we're just scaling it down a little bit, giving ourselves time to just recognise what's taking place. This golf club does not move itself. You've got to move it. And how are you moving it? You're moving it with this bit.
Yeah.
So you've got to recognise what you're doing here and the effect it has there. What do we intend to do here? So the first thing we need to do, like any ball sport, is we've got to be able to spin it the way we intend. So your balls are doing this at the minute. They're doing that. They're just curving a bit left to right. What we've got to do is immediately flip it. Not that way. So that was what you just did.
Yeah.
So I know my path's to the right. Both the path and the face matched up. So now I know I need to close the face earlier. And then it comes round and draw.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can go from shot to shot to shot. Now, if you're practicing this once a week and you've got all these balls, you can start to develop a level of awareness which attunes you to these ball flights and allows you to start to regulate it. And you recognise what's too much. Too much draw, too much, face was too closed. What's it like to go to the right? You can do that, yeah. So now I can hook it down the middle, and then can you take away a bit of the hook?
It's lovely being able to just change it like that. That's, yeah.
But notice these are just like half, 3/4 swings.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's a level of feel that's enabling this to happen. And look, I can't do it great, otherwise I'd you'd be on TV earning money. And it's playing, and that ain't going to happen. So, but having a level of ability to adapt gives you confidence to play.
Yeah, massively.
So when you can curve a ball, you've got basically a level of kind of predictability to what you're doing, and that's consistency. We're not going to hit a perfect shot every time.
No, absolutely not.
And everyone is going to get a few good shots in a round of golf. But it's not those shots that make you score, it's all the others. So what are you doing with all the other shots?
Yeah.
We've got to make sure we're in play. We've got to make sure we get around the golf course with one ball. But to do that, we've got to keep the ball in the playing field. And we've got to do it with a level of confidence.
Yeah.
And it's the confidence we've got to grow. That comes from having awareness and being able to execute. That's going to start with spinning the ball. So what I want to do now, I want you to see if you can close the face, have a couple of shots and do.
Okay.
So you're going to do what I just did. Your golf swing was bang on before. Can you close the face?
Okay. Give it a go.
Fantastic. Okay. Now that was quite a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now do it again.
Felt nice.
That was brilliant. So that one faded. So what does that tell you about where your golf swing was going?
More my neutral getting there. It's like.
What about the shape though? Where must you have been swinging for that ball to curve like that? Were you swinging left or were you swinging right through the ball?
Swinging more left.
More left. So
More
now,
left.
can you swing right?
Left and right.
And can you swing to the right and close the face?
Okay. Oh. It's the same foot anyway, isn't it? Yeah.
What we're doing is with practice, we're challenging ourselves, and the areas that we're struggling with are absolutely the areas we need to double down and focus on.
Okay.
Because that's the area of distortion in the system. So go and have another shot and let's see if you can find where right is for you. Even if you go excessive, doesn't matter. How do we swing out there to the right? That was better. And the ball's curving ever so slightly. When it bounced, it bounces to the left, can you see?
Yeah.
So you put some right to left spin on, which was fantastic. That was the objective. We haven't got a target in mind here. All we've got is a ball fly. All we've got is spin. Can we spin a ball? Just like football. You right-footed and right-handed?
Yeah, yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, so curling a ball, top corner, it's kind of, that's the club face. It's the same as the foot. It's just doing the same thing across the ball.
Yeah, it's funny that, like, but that's the one thing, you curling it, I wouldn't even think about what you're doing. I just know that I'm going
So
like
exactly,
that,
so that's basically that there. That's that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So have another go. So this is exactly where we need to be. So what we're identifying, first of all, at this level, is do we recognise where the club is and the face?
Yeah, definitely not, yeah.
Yeah, so there's no point thinking of anything else, as in what am I doing with my vertical forces, or what am I doing with my shoulders, or any other thing. Because first of all, we've got to attune ourselves to this, and then everything else can help facilitate the swinging of the club to get more distance.
Right.
So what we need to do now is grab, you've got a 7, is that an 8?
An 8.
Let's grab a 7 as well. All I want you to do is just swing the club back and forth like that. Just with your wrist. That's it. It's like a barn door really. Opening, closing. You can let the forearm move, you can let the whole, that's it, keep your grip for me. So you can let your club just, let your arm roll, that's it, let your arm swing, and then you can roll it. There you go. So you can just feel the whole, that's it. That's
Wow. Yeah, there's no tension now.
Let the elbow just soften, so there's no tension in the arm. It's swinging from the shoulder freely here, just, that's it. It's swinging from here. That's it. That's lovely. That's perfect.
Yeah, don't feel the tension doing that.
Can you feel the arc the club head's making? Like a circle? Yeah? So just start to change the direction of the circle more out to the right. Yeah, so you might need to turn your shoulders on the way back, turn your body on the way back to let your arm swing out to the right. So think about where I am. Okay, where would the corresponding place be on the other side behind you that matches to where I am? Where would you need to go? Yeah, now you can just let that swing out to me. Good. Now hold it there. This action you're making is for a shot that's going over here.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so because in golf we're stood at the side of the ball. So the ball's there, we're here, we're swinging. Whatever we're holding is going to go left, right? So most people do what you do, is they fade or slice it.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you start rotating, as soon as you start swinging, you're rotating, everything's going left, 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 left.
Yep, yep.
Our job is to go right. Okay, and that might look like, even with a golf club, you might think, God, I'm going so far right.
So far right, yeah.
But in a couple of hundredths of a second, you're there.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
Okay, and then you're there.
Wow.
And you've got no time, it's gone.
Yeah.
So it's like, very quickly we're going left, so we've got to make sure we can go right. Because what's also happening now is the club face is closing as well, and that's going to influence where the ball starts, and your swing is going to put the spin on it.
Right.
Put the club in your right hand down, and just use your left hand, step back on the mat for me, and just do that left hand swing towards me. Brilliant. Different feeling?
Oh, massive. Massive. Feels like I've got so much, I've never gone there before.
Yeah. And you're now just turning your torso just to assist, swinging your arm.
I think I've always been quite scared going in there.
Yeah.
Going in that over there.
Most people
I like
are
to
in
be
this,
like in here.
they're in this space,
Yeah.
trying to go straight.
That feels alien. Yeah.
So just try that for me, and then just swing it to me like, beautiful. Now both hands on the club, see what that feels like. Same swing to me, both hands just turning back, same thing. And then to me. Awesome. Feel different?
Yeah. A lot more sort of time maybe?
Yeah. Have a couple of shots, see what happens, see if that does it. Yes. Fantastic. So we've got the ball drawing. Now that shot there, you've got a face that's closing to the path, that's inviting us to change, to adapt. What we want to do now is swing out that way more.
Okay.
Take that shape you've just hit, because we've got the shape. What we need to do is we need to go into this space. So now, over here, just swing over there. Same thing, but over this way.
With hitting the ball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's play a few shots in this direction. So you're moving over into this space. Well done. And a bit more. So it's even further over here. That's it. Awesome. So you've got a ball starting right and drawing back. Yeah, just a little draw. So you become sensitive to the ball flight, really highly attuned. Even if it's a bit of draw, you've got to be able to recognise it. Because if you'd have just done that with a driver, it would be this.
Right.
Because the loft, as you increase the loft, okay, you get less deviation.
Okay.
As you reduce the loft, you get a lot more curvature. So you
Yeah.
could be making the same swing, and with your 7-iron you might just get a bit of fade, but you do the same swing with your driver and you get a slice.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, you're doing something different. Or you might think, oh, I'm hitting my 7-iron okay, but I can't hit my driver. But actually you're doing the same thing.
Right, okay, right.
Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
it does make sense, yes.
So
yes.
if I show you this, it's just understanding the tools really. So say it's a wedge, and I twist it, it doesn't really move much.
Yep. Yep.
But if that was a 3-iron now, and I de-loft it, it's really over
Oh
there.
god, wow, then you're, yeah.
So if that was a 9-iron or an 8-iron or a wedge, I'm hitting it fairly straight. The same swing with a 4-iron or a 3-iron, suddenly I'm off the planet with a driver. I can't keep on the golf
that's
course.
how I hit my hybrids. Yeah.
So it's like, now, it's like you're doing the same thing, it's just the golf club is kind of disguising it, it's masking it. You've just done a brilliant job there by swinging out to the right and letting the face close, because your swing normally goes to the left and has an open face.
Yes, yes.
So that was fantastic. I want you to just hit a few more for me.
Yeah.
Feeling that path to the right and letting the face rotate. There's a draw, lovely. Now more to the right. That's awesome.
Wow.
And what's going to start to happen, you keep holding the club for me there,
Sure.
is as you let this face close, you're de-lofting it, you're going to be able to compress the ball.
Right.
But that would send it left. But when you twist, when you sequence your golf swing, if you just twist your hips and shoulders to the target, go on, turn your shoulders, turn everything, look what happens.
Oh, right, wow.
It squares up.
Oh, wow.
So your body, even though you're closing the face, as you rotate, it does this.
Wow.
So now you get a strong loft, you compress the ball, that ball flight come out hot,
Go a bit further.
goes further, getting that club head ball, turf contact.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's kind of, yeah, you're starting to use the golf club in a more efficient way.